Don't pay big box prices, but hurry, limited quantities available. You better get it when you see it at West Yellowknife.
It's fall, y'all. Enjoy.
I am very excited to talk with our next guest, although admittedly, I'm a quick student this morning and I'm just kind of learning what they do. But the more I'm learning, the more fascinated I am by it, and I hope that you will be too. So let me introduce you to Chris Johnston and Nate Johnson. Together they have TripTych, which is is it web development? Is that what I would call it? Is that your company?
Yeah, that's fair to say.
It's fair to say.
Fair to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just kind of throw you out a few things to pull you in. First of all, if you have a student or a grandchild in a public school in the area, ask them when they get home today, if they're in high school, probably.
Actually younger as well.
Even younger, okay. If they have been doing anything online at school about FBI and safety, is that right?
Yep.
If they have, these guys probably designed it. If you do anything in your life with Google, Microsoft, name me somebody, Northface, these guys are working with them. And so what they do, I'm going to let them kind of explain it, but you are web development in 3 ways: strategy, design, and development.
That's right.
And your goal, Chris, is to bring the human aspect back to the web surfing.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm through now. You fill us all in.
Absolutely. So, yeah, TripTych, we actually, the name is based around sort of a 3-paneled art piece from the Renaissance era. We like the idea that they work in tandem to tell a story. That's kind of the historical understanding of what a triptych is. And so website design, website development, and website strategy kind of all work together. But it doesn't just stop with websites. We actually see the web as a conduit to sort of expand upon interaction between humans and not detract from interaction. So we're doing extended reality work as well. We've done augmented reality, mixed reality work. We really start with what the web is and then kind of extend on that.
Okay, so what does that look like then, Nate? Does that mean that, because I mean all of us, all the guests who are here on the show, they always want to make sure they drive people to the website because that's easier for the business owner. It's also easier for the consumer often than picking up the phone and calling.
Yeah.
So if you go to a bad website, that's a real turnoff.
Yeah, and it's important to not just develop a website. For us, it's important to help people really come together in their interactions and the things that we're developing. We want to foster human connection and the ability for people to explore and engage with the world around them, and really to thrive as humans rather than just using the internet to sort of divide and isolate.
So you've said that with me a couple of times off air too. So can we dig into that a little bit more? Y'all are both very proud and want to talk about this. You call it FBI SOS. So is that an example of the human connection? Can you, either one of you, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. Well, the FBI SOS project is safe online surfing, and it was developed for children so that they can kind of be aware of the dangers on the internet. And actually, so this is an education initiative that came from the FBI, and they wanted to use interaction. We're using 3D on the web to kind of tell a story about someone who's training to learn about the dangers of the internet. So that's not specifically about person-to-person connection, but we do like that there's a cross between sort of the digital and the visceral space.
Yeah.
We think that's important.
There's a takeaway for sure.
There is a takeaway for sure, but
okay.
yeah.
So an example of the human connection, Nate, what would that look like?
Well, and this is another kind of experience that we developed. We did an experience for the Northface and this is more helping people understand and engage with the world around them, but to help their launch of a Future Light product, we did an augmented reality experience that people could actually climb the mountain Lhotse, which is right next to Mount Everest. And there were a couple of skiers that helped with this product launch. They actually ascended and then skied down the back of Lhotse, and we did an augmented reality experience where people could actually look around them and engage and just really foster that desire for people to, like I said, engage with the world around them. And the FBI SOS project is a good example of that human-to-human connection, because it's teaching kids to really have healthy conversations online and help them understand what discourse really needs to look like versus what it can often look like online.
So would y'all consider yourselves to be storytellers?
Yes, and that's part of what is behind our name in TripTych. Is oftentimes, TripTych was used in art to tell a story. And so most of the time what we're trying to do is create these interactive experiences to tell a story, either for the organizations that we work with or for different people to get across certain ideas.
I only have about a minute left, and you're dropping, rightly so, some pretty impressive names. But Chattanooga is an entrepreneurial town, so you want to work with local businesses too.
Sure.
So if they were to come to you, see you this morning, and they give you a call, do you want to kind of get to know their business and then from there help to create their story?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really important for us to get into the strategic side with them and have that discussion first.
Yeah.
If they want to see some local work that we've done and they actually would like to see it hands-on, they can go to the Creative Discovery Museum. We've done some educational pieces specifically in tandem with Volkswagen, and actually we did a makerspace piece and we did a piece with EPB there in the Creative Discovery Museum. So they can see those physical interactive pieces, or they can contact us and we can kind of talk about other digital pieces that we can do for them.
It's like the new great frontier in business. I mean, the sky's the limit, I guess, on what you can create, provided you have the right people helping you along the way. Okay, here's where you find them. It's TripTych. Their website is triptych.co. Their phone number, if you want to call them, 509-6637. How lucky we are to have you here. I hope I at least got a passing grade in the class this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for
I
having us.
appreciate being here.
They say break bread with your enemies. I say go further. Take their favorite sandwich, break it, fill it up with delicious fried chicken.
Fried chicken on a Philly?
That's how they show love in Philly. Finally, the Philly done right.
He always checked on me, he checked on my family. He's just a wonderful, wonderful guy.
Jonathan was my client, and it was my honor to help him with his personal injury case. But what makes me the most proud is that Jonathan considers me a friend, and he's my friend. If you're looking for more than just a lawyer,